And it looks like Kulas did win the knife round, so they choose to stay on the CT side, which is, of course, expected on Overpass being a CT-sided map. Um, it'll be interesting to see exactly what both of these teams have on pistol round, because pistol round is extremely important on this map.
I'm actually surprised that oh, there we go. There's the connector presence. I was gonna say I'm surprised Rush don't have the connector presence. Ooh, Charles with a really
Ooh,
nice headshot onto Cheeks. That was really clean there just to start the round off. Going for another one onto Price. He's just holding down the connector area, but Trojan actually takes him out while he's blind.
yeah, wow. That's one of those moments when you just say thank you to the CS gods.
Exactly. You just try to see his gods flip with a nice double kill, but triple kill coming out of flip.
Wow.
Cheese does take out 2D. But first round goes to Kulas in a quite quite dominant fashion. Those first shots from Charles are really nice.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't really think once we started to see the way that round was wrapping up there at the end, I don't really think we expected much less. Seeing the stack on A site from Kulas, and then they also got the opening pick in connector, like you said, which looks like Rush is going to opt for a B push here, which is not abnormal on an eco round, but I want to see if they can maybe get the bomb down. That's probably their goal here. But 2D comes in with that flank. Wow.
Big on his part, and they're just mopping it up. You know what? I'm wondering if Rush tried to force those kills onto the rifles just so they wouldn't get any SMG and shotgun ammo or ammo money
Right. Yeah.
from those kills. But normally don't see a M4 in second round, but Flip with that triple kill. Excuse me, in the first is I guess he's rewarded with it.
Yeah. Flip is definitely already heating up. That's going to be interesting to see. Looks like the first rifle round is going to be a little bit slower. Looks like maybe we have a default A or mid control setup coming from Rush here. That's probably divider and bathroom smoke. Probably going to.
Oh,
Cheese gets a nice kill on Charles. Wow. That Nova's not going to do much here.
no, not too much. We've actually seen a lot of shotgun play in the during the season, and it's not one thing you generally see that much of. But you know, on Overpass, if there was a map to do it, you know, just hang out in connector.
Yeah.
Really nice off angle from Flip. He only actually takes out one. Price does answer right back, and
Oh. He didn't clear bathrooms.
It didn't, but Cheeks
Wow.
definitely did, and he actually got the frag. Kulas is just getting mowed down. I'm surprised Rush
Yeah.
hadn't planted the bomb, but I guess they wanted to make sure that the rotators wouldn't just swing out. Bomb going down now by John over by Optimus.
Looks like 2D's going to try to maybe get Trojan here. Oh. And he got an op. Oh, he can do a lot of damage with this. If he takes out at least 3 rifles here, then Rush are in serious trouble next round.
Really well played by Price there. That was amazing. He looks down, makes sure his head can't be seen by 2D. 2D goes to swing out, and he just trades out off his teammates. So I really like to see that. Really smart play coming out of Price.
See, but now you have a really awkward situation on the T side where you just won a round with a bomb plant, and you still don't have enough to get a full buy.
No, we have
It's,
a Mac 10 and Galil coming out of Trojan and John, and that's really going to hinder them because it looks like Kulas
yeah.
does have a full buy.
That's why those frags there at the end were so important. Because the more kills you can get right there. Wow, okay, nice trade. Mikkoy getting that con presence really strong early on. A second kill into short.
They actually swapped out Charles for McCoy, but Charles doing the flanking now, runs back and knows the bomb is sitting towards top ladder. Cheese heard him, but he's worried about McCoy sitting connector and doesn't really realize he's out in construction.
Yeah. And it's interesting to me that Charles moved. Whoa. Well, there went that. Um, Charles actually gave up the bomb there to maybe get some better map control here on the anyone who chooses to push the bomb, but with
John actually takes out Charles. He's trying to run back.
oh oh that's tragic.
Tragic. He got caught out. I mean, if he would have gotten McCoy, 2D probably would have got him as right after, you know, and that's really tough because Kulas took a ton of map control there. As soon as Charles pushed through, they just started pressing on Rush.
Yeah. Wow, that was wow. And once again, it just goes back to those exit frags or those those frags at the end of the round on round 3, where he was just able to mop up those rifles at the end. Like, okay, okay. Got a few entry frags into the B site, but the bomb's down and short. Looks like this one's quickly over.
But I mean, they only had pistols, right? But
Right.
I completely agree. Like taking those guns away from the T's, especially when your money's so low, it's really puts you in a really tough position, because you don't want to have a Mac 10 while you're trying to run out against M4s and ops. Like an AK is fine, but then what do you omit head armor and then risk getting, you know, one tap by an M4, and it's a rough play. But we see Charles with his Nova again, while the rest of the team has full buy weapons. Ooh, 2D coming out with a nasty
Here comes the
3K.
fourth one.
Here comes,
Oh.
there we go.
And the ace?
Nope.
Oh, can't mop up the ace.
Caster's curse. Cheeksy finished off by Mikkoy, but 2D just wants to get this over. That was awesome. That was really, really well done. He just took his time with those shots and played it really clean.
And so now we're going to have Rush again on, looks like maybe a light buy into this, staying above roughly 2K, trying to maybe get some deco headshots, pick up a couple of guns, and maybe force a plant somewhere. This would be very interesting to see, because, I mean, anything can happen on an eco round, but typically these go in favor of the rifles. But in a short-range area like Con, this could, especially with a 3-stack, this could easily... Oh, never mind.
Their attempt was thwarted, and it seems like Kulas know where Team Rush are now, and they're just kind of playing with them. John is gonna be forced out with that molly. Actually, can hide behind the stairs. I wonder if they're actually gonna check this, or if how's he gonna play this. Mikkoy does go. Oh, I don't think he did check it, but John with a really nice spray down. Yeah, on the Mikkoy and Theta. He is in a 1v2, but
oh, he's dead.
Oh, I don't think he realized to look over there.
I was getting ready to say he did have the bomb, so if he could sneak out the door somehow, he might actually get the plan off. But looks like we'll finally see our second rifle round on round 8. But we'll finally see a second full buy from both teams here. And I want to see if Charles maybe goes for another. He does. He goes for the XM in Con. Wow.
6,000 in the bank, and he still goes for an XM.
I mean, this could be a very powerful play, though, because, I mean, as you know, Con's a very short-range area, and this could be very powerful, especially since the XM is an auto shotgun, like a semi-automatic. He could just spray right through this corner and easily takes con control. We're on B site. They are just getting torn apart. Cheese getting 1 frag, but that's not enough to make up for the other 3 teammates that have already gone down, and now 4, leaving Cheese to try to clutch out a 1v3 situation here.
Wide swung on my flip, and Kulas just bumps them up. Kulas sitting on, I mean, 2D is almost 12K. Flip's at 9, Charles at 8. Other than Theta and Mikkoy, they have, you know, so much money in the bank. So even if they happen to lose a round, Rush are, you know, oh, I guess Rush are forcing. But, you know, even after this, if Rush win the round, they're still gonna be essentially using up all their money, even if they just want to grab a couple guns from Kulas Nation's back.
Yeah, and a nice Nova kill from Cheese there. As we know, he loves that Nova. He picks up the M4, tries to push the site, but misses. They'll pinch here on Pillar, but it looks like they'll get the bomb down, but the retake's going to be so hard to hold here with a Nova and an UMP. Price burns alive, leaving Trojan Man in a 1v3 clutch with 96 HP and nothing but a UMP.
Trojan hears that defuse. Mikkoy just gonna stick it. He goes to rush out, get taken out by 2D. It's 8-1 for Kulas Nation.
Yeah, and I mean, like you were talking about the money. I mean, I think Kulas probably have enough money here to secure at least 2, maybe 3 more rounds on this half without having to worry about their economy. Whereas Rush, if they lose this next round, they could potentially give up 3 or 4 rounds, and that might even be the half. It's going to be another rifle round here. Looks like Bathroom and Divider Smoke's going out again. to hopefully maybe get some map control here, because as we've talked about many times, Kulas is extremely good at controlling the map and holding that map control.
Nice first pick coming out of 2D on a Trojan. Goes for that long flash. I think
they walk right past each other.
They do walk right past each other. 2D does take out Cheese, but Price was able to get him. Flip takes out Cheeks and is trying to even the score, but Price and John left in a 1v2. Really nice shot from Price on the Theta. Making this a 2v2.
Oh, and there goes John. At least he knows where the second guy is now, so he doesn't have to necessarily worry too much. But Mikkoy's just going to tuck in behind that rock. He's going to get this peek out right here. Yep.
Really smart.
At least... Sorry.
No, by all means, go for it.
I was going to say, at least Rush do have max loss bonus here, so they are able to reinvest and potentially get maybe 3 or 4 AKs and an op. Potentially, probably just 3 AKs, a Galil, and an op, though, if they... Nope, Jesus is going for the Nova again. Wow.
Yeah, that, I mean, yeah, he's got to rock the skin, right? I was going to say, it's really smart for Mikkoy to sit behind that rock there and just bait out Price, or bait himself so Price just keeps his eye on there. And it's, I mean, that's the type of teamwork we always kind of see is, ooh, missed shot from Charles. He is stuck in connector with that op, but 2D gets a shot through smoke onto John, and Cheese is actually able to take 2D out, which opens up bathroom for them.
Yeah, and if Charles sneaks through the smoke and dies, they need to hit A hard right now if they want to win this round and not let Kulas rotate, because when they took the site last time, they let them rotate way too fast, and it pinched them onto the site. And that's exactly what's happening right now. They're getting pinched. Wow. That was a really clean rotate on Kulas Nation's part. I mean, they just, as soon as they lost both their mid players, they instantly rotated up through con, pinch rush into mid, and forced them to take gunfights they didn't want to take. And honestly, that won them the round. Those shots there behind box on site were just completely clutch to win that round.
If he's able to get that frag onto goes on a Mikkoy in connector, then we would have seen the round played a little bit different, but because it did get taken out, it's a little unfortunate that they did get pinched like that. But that's Kulas just keeping their map control up and just ensuring that they know where the other team is all the time. And little cheeky little boost up here, but nobody is in construction. Cheeks does take out Charles though with the Galil. Theta misses a shot onto John, who just peeks out with the UMP. Looks like
it gives him a window through con.
Yeah, and John actually takes that frag out. There's a double stack coming out of here. We got some spams through the smoke coming from Cheeks, but there's two lost players. Cheeks actually takes out Flip and Trojan on Mikkoy. Hootie runs his way back all the way through the smoke.
Oh no, they don't know.
They didn't realize it. But John is able to actually swing right back and take out 2D. Whoa.
Wow, what a round. That was so unorthodox. They what did they catch? 3 people in short there for Kulas? They caught 3 people standing there, 1 on sandbags and 2 in the corner.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rush took that round, and yeah, there went that.
See, the important part here now, though, I mean, look at the CT's economy now, though. If Rush win this round, they could potentially secure a 10-5 half. And that would be a little slightly under what you want going into Overpass, but it's not horrible, and it's not unwinnable either. But Cheese does go down, taking the 1v1 against Charles in mid, and that double out setup from Kulas could serve to hold down this A site completely. Looks like 2D will miss the shot on long, but Charles just re-peeks again. He is not losing any of these gunfights right now.
Starting off from pistol round, getting the clean 2 headshots, and now with the op, it seems like his aiming's on point, and I'm glad he kind of got rid of the shotgun and opted for an op, because he's really putting in a ton of work.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if perhaps this was kind of his plan all along, was to kind of wean them off of going connector. Whoa, Flip with a double kill getting traded out by Price there at the end, but that leaves him on a 1v4, and he will go down. But yeah, I wonder if Charles was kind of going for that from the start, in the sense of he was going to wean them off going connector by forcing their hand with the short range shotguns, getting multiple kills, and then force them into party so he could pick them off late game. What do you think?
Well, we did see him go connector with that op either the round before or even the previous round before that, and I thought that it was kind of a little claustrophobic for an opera to be sitting there, especially if he does get traded out, at least with a shotgun. It's, you know, minimal money spent, but I mean, it absolutely could have been like that. I just feel like he realized that it wasn't the best idea. You just see a mowdown on B site from Kulas though.
Yeah,
But
I think they realized that was a bad idea too.
just a little bit. I am glad though that he did work the bathrooms area and take it over from 2D. That way 2D could focus on long, and they could reinforce the their A defense.
It looks like they are going to try to chase Cheeks down here because I mean, I'm sure they're aware that if they kill Cheeks here, they kill most of Rush's economy for the next round, force them to save for the last round, which, I mean, they could force up here and potentially lose this and then give up the last round of the half as well, or they could choose to save and play for the last round and try to get the 13-2. But we do see, whoa, that's a triple op setup coming in from Kulas. I wonder if one of these is going to go monster.
There went that. They really just bought out, you know,
Yeah.
3 ops, and I mean, we'll see what they can do. It looks like one of the ops on 2D is just being pushed up. Charles going Fountain, gets a tag on a Price. 2D pushed up long like he did before, picking out Trojan. He's probably, I was gonna say, getting swung on by Cheese, but doesn't. Then we have Theta, who's over towards the B bomb site over connector, and he's just running all the way back now, or not connector rather, do CT rotate, and he's gonna be coming up jump up. So it looks like Kulas have the rotate on lock, but no big flanks coming out on the rush, which means realistically we're not gonna see any of those big flank mowdowns like we have in the past couple rounds.
Now, Cheese's 2 picks here kind of give Rush an opening into the round, but that nade actually gives away 2D's position, but they are not ready for Theta to be sitting at dumpster. Wow. This is going to be interesting here because Rush know they can't afford to give up this round, otherwise they give up the next round. And nice kills coming. Oh, good trade 2D. That was 2D just closes out that round there, 13-2, and we'll be headed to halftime.
All right, we're back. Halftime break, only a minute. And Kulas Nation took CT side by storm. They really just went in fighting, and I think they want to close this out 2-0 against Rush. But
It looks like maybe a few players for Kulas or AFK, perhaps? Interesting. I will say this, though. If Kulas managed to close out this pistol round here, it's going to make it very difficult for Team Rush to come back in and try to win out this map. But if Team Rush can manage to win this pistol, then they do stand a chance. But with that 3rd kill, that's going to make this very difficult.
Charles
Looking at a 5v2.
Charles still playing with Trojan up on A site.
Wow, yeah, he managed to keep him busy that long.
He's still up there too, so getting tagged down, and Charles does clean up the form. The Trojan 14-2 Kulas Nation.
Yeah, and I mean, you have some like Trojan man on Team Rush sitting at 2 frags right now, and only one of them, John 117, sitting at double-digit frags, whereas the only person on Kulas Nation sitting at single frags right now is Theta with 6, and he's only has 9 deaths. So I don't really think fragging is an issue for Kulas at the moment, but for Rush, I'm sure they're screaming at each other saying, "Yo, get some frags." Wow, and Kulas just walk right into B site. Whoa, that was a nice double kill by Trojan in heaven. Nice little deke shots right there.
Putting the deke to work. Gets taken down to 64, but gets 2 AKs to fight against. Nate not really doing a ton of damage. He's just trying to pixel peek that, trying to get that headshot, get at least a lucky deke, but ooh, there we go.
Okay.
Whoa, there went that. That was crazy, Trojan coming out, turning this into a 1v1.
I don't think he knows where he is. Ooh,
That's a rough drop, but Charles does take him out.
he did a really good job getting those 3 frags though, because that does put Kulas' economy in a very tough spot for this round. So you're gonna have an interesting buy coming in once again on round 3 of the half. Looks like Rush have opted to get a FAMAS, a couple of Deegs, and Cheese once again on that Nova and an MP7. They're fully investing, knowing this is game or at point for Kulas Nation. And Cheese once again delivers with the Nova, 1-for-1 trade. And down goes Cheeks, the only rifle on the CT side, allowing Price and Trojan, and now just Trojan to defend the B site from 4 Kulas players. Yet again, another deep frag.
Really nice frags coming out of Trojan, but his story is over on Overpass.